Ms. Cheng Li Hui.
Mr. Speaker, our schools monitor the well-being of students affected by divorce and other issues closely and provide social, emotional, and learning support for those in need. When the school is informed of a change in parents' marital status by either the parents or the students, the teachers will check in with the students and assess their needs to decide what support is appropriate and necessary. For students who exhibit emotional distress or social and behavioral changes, or where there is a need for counseling support, school counselors and school or student welfare officers in school will provide individual counseling or group programs for the students. They may also make referrals to community agencies such as the family service centers and self-help groups to provide wrap-around support to the students and their family. Students who require financial support can apply for the MOE Financial Assistance Scheme, or FAS, to meet essential school expenditures such as school and miscellaneous fees, textbooks and school uniforms, and transport and meal subsidies. There is also school-based financial assistance to provide further support for students who need additional aid. While updates on marital information is based on voluntary disclosure by parents and schools, the teachers will look out for any changes in the behavior of their students and follow up with these students and their parents when there is cause for concern.
Ms. Cheng.
Thank you, Minister. Will the Ministry also consider to do a study on children of divorced parents who have done well to understand how they have navigated the challenges? And two, do the counsellors also hand over the cases from primary to secondary schools for the more vulnerable ones, such as like the Uplift program?
So I thank the member for the question. On the study of children of parents who are doing well, I assume she's referring to children of divorced parents who are doing well? Yeah. I think it's very important for us to do that, because if you look at the outcome of the recent study, while it is indicative that there could be some less favorable responses or outcomes of children of divorce, there are a significant number of children of divorce who've done well too, and certainly divorce is not a causality or causal factor to the outcomes of children. Many factors fare in, dependent on the way the divorce happens, dependent on the support level given by parents post-divorce and throughout the life of the children. It's really useful to understand the children of divorces who've done very well, and amongst us, I'm very sure we all know that. I would encourage MSF to work together with MOE to venture into studying deeper into the positive outcomes and to look at factors that have made it possible and for these children to have succeeded. The second question is really whether we transfer information of children who have had challenges in primary school, moving on to secondary school. Prior to this, there's always this tension between whether we want to give children a fresh start, as it were, when they get into secondary school. There are two schools of thought. One school of thought really is we want to give them a second chance, a fair chance, even if they have had situations in primary school where they had disciplinary problem, issues in school. And when they start secondary school, we want them to have a fresh start so that teachers don't see them with a certain worldview, a certain mindset, a certain lens. But we've also begun to understand that it's useful to be able to transfer some of this information. So what MOE has done now is to allow school leaders, school principals to have sight of some of these primary school children who may have had some challenges while they are in primary school, but not all teachers and school leaders will then have to make a determination. So it's more having a sight of some of these students who come to their secondary school, not necessarily to make judgment of these students, but also just indicative. Should the child show some indication of challenges early, the school leaders would then be able to alert the school personnel, like the school counselors, as well as the welfare officers, as well as some of the form teachers, to be able to help the child. From MOE's perspective, every child's well-being is our paramount concern, not just from the academic pursuits, but also their emotional, social well-being.